For the 55th straight game, a crowd in excess of 100,000 is here for today's clash between Washington and Michigan, and we just have ideal weather conditions for our first game of this season. Under the direction of Bo Schembechler, his 16th year, the dean of Big Ten coaches, and here they come. Top-ranked Miami 22-14 last week, ending the nation's longest winning streak at 13 games, ranked third in the country, and Bo Schembechler has won or tied for the Big Ten title 10 times. This is Todd Slopey, number 99, who will be kicking off with a barefoot. Danny Green and Lonzel Hill back as the twin receivers for the Huskies, and we're underway. Lonzel Hill will let it hit, go out of the back of the end zone, and they'll set it up. Hugh Millen, we mentioned, he is a junior college walk-on. Last year ran the scout squad. Walt Hunt, the veteran fullback, an outstanding blocker. Ron Jackson led him in rushing last week against Northwestern. And Danny Green, he's the big play performer. And Mark Pattison, the route runner, the man with the sure hands. And Rod Jones from the 20. Danny Green in motion. This is Jackson, and Jackson goes nowhere because of Kevin Brooks. Dennis Mahar, an outstanding academician. Al Robertson, his dad, played at Stanford in '51. Ernest C., an honorable mention Pac-10 performer. Doug Crow at the right guard spot. And a right tackle, this is the biggest man in the Pac-10. Kevin Gogan weighs about 290 pounds. There's Millen's stats from last week against Northwestern. But as Pat said, they're going to have to call on him to do more today. Second down, 10 and a half. Jackson again, and Jackson out to the 24. There's Jim Scarcelli. They want him to just relax a little bit. He was nervous last week. Hammerstein, one of 7 brother acts on this team, and this is the guy that's not starting. He was in great pain yesterday. Instead, it's Gray and Kevin Brooks, the All-American candidate. Rodney Lyles with 3 interceptions. Third down, 6 for Washington. Beautiful protection. And Danny Green, who dropped a couple of passes last week, Pat, couldn't hang on there. Stadium. He hit it well. Gadd inside the 30-yard line. He'll make it to the 35. We have a penalty flag. Both courts from Oakland, Illinois. The referee, we have a clipping. Quarterback Jim Harbaugh, his dad now the head coach at Western Michigan. Bob Perryman had 3 touchdowns last week. Gerald White led him in rushing with 89 yards. And Steve Johnson, he along with another Johnson, will be alternating at wide receiver. And Vince Bean, Sim Nelson, the 2 interceptions, one of those last week was a deflected pass. Gerald White, and White 4 yards. And you can see the white shirts arrive, and Clay Miller, possibly their best player now for Norman, Oklahoma. Bob Tabacino. Art Bellardos trying to replace the All-American Tom Dixon. Doug James, who was a tackle last year, now at the guard spot. Mark Hammerstein, his brother Mike, starting on defense, and Mark at offensive tackle. Giovanni Johnson now has come in at a wide receiver. White and Perryman, the running backs. Second down and 6. White has a first down. White is just excellent tackle to tackle. Doesn't have the great breakaway speed. Kurkowski's come in defensively. 3 linebackers. The pitch to White, and he's not going to get the corner. Excellent reaction. Reggie Rogers, Don Rogers' brother, the All-American now in the National Football League. Ron Holmes, All-American candidate. Alford, they like him. They think he's coming on very strong, just a sophomore. And Tony Lewis had an outstanding game last week. Fred Small had an interception. Triando Marcray split out on this play, along with Vince Bean. Second down, 11. Bob Perryman, and Perryman across the 35 to the 36. They have active linebackers, and this guy was the Pac-10 Defensive Player of the Week for his play. Joe Kelly's their fastest linebacker. Bestie Jackson had 4 interceptions last year. And J.C. Pearson, a junior college transfer. Jim Rogers, he goes after people. He'll hit you. And Tim Peoples, they think he will be in the same realm as a Ken Easley someday. 3rd and 6 now for Michigan. From the 36-yard line, Harbaugh. He was hit hard as he released the ball. Monty Robbins out of Great Bend, Kansas. Hit it. He almost had it blocked. He gets an effective roll. I mean effective. If they can kill it, they can't get to it. And so there's a wave that they have instituted here. 105,000 people. From the 20-yard line, a handoff to Hunt. And there's Tim Anderson. He's a walk-on from here in Ann Arbor. Very active. Mike Mallory, their leading tackler from a year ago. Garland Rivers, just a sophomore, but they predict greatness for him. Brad Cochran, a preseason All-American. And Doug Mallory, the brother of Mike. Their daddy, the coach at Indiana. And Tony Gant, they think that he's playing the best football of his career. 2nd down and 9. A little delay handoff to Jackson. Nothing. 3rd down 10. That's Green in motion. Hugh Miller, all 6'4", 4.5, and on target that time. Mark Patterson makes, of course, now the roles have reversed. From the 30, 1st down, Jackson cuts it back nicely to the 34-yard line. Boy, that shows you how big this stadium is, doesn't it? The background, 2nd down. And in trouble is Millen. He got rid of it to Hunt. And Hunt has a 1st down. And that was an impressive play. Don James so much that they took a look at him in the spring, and he's their man. On a 1st down, Jackson advancing to the 43. This guy replacing Steve Puller, who was the Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year. And he, in that 4th quarter last year, completed 14 straight to beat Michigan. Here is Jackson. Running doggedly. Oh, Schembechler, what stability he has given this Michigan program in 16 years. 3rd and 3. Millen wide open as Hunt. Hunt has a 1st down to the 45-yard line. A 1st down. Michigan into the field. Millen to Jackson. And Jackson gets a yard, and that's all.
Eyes are downfield.
Pick up on that. Here is Miller. He's got it to Danny Green, and Green to the 42. What from Michigan Stadium. Millen with protection on target. That was caught by Rod Jones. Oh, it's going to be 4th down and less than a yard. Finney has come in at fullback. Millen to sneak it. And that is where you have a big quarterback and it comes to an advantage. He 1st down. Millen. And it's complete to Finney. And the sophomore fullback. This is the 13th play on this drive. 1st down at the 22. Jackson. And he may have gotten a yard as 2nd down, 8. Jackson again to the 15, to the 10. He's to the 7. That'll be 1st and goal for the Huskies. Hunt is back in at fullback. That's Danny Green in motion. Jackson to the 5 and hit hard. That's Mallory, 42. It's against the Huskies.
Holding on the offense. Down repeated.
Okay. 1st and 18. Beautiful catch.
Looks like pass. His eyes are downfield. How did I know?
Jackson may have gotten a yard. Hunt, Jackson in the backfield. 2 minutes left in this 1st quarter. Millen fakes the draw. It's Roten, the tight end. Check that. Rod Jones, the tight end, and he's to the 7. Jaeger last week's longest was 36. This will be a 25-yard attempt. 4 of 5 last week against Northwestern. A sophomore, a little chip shot for him, and he's down the middle with that one. So Jeff Jaeger out of Kent, Washington. Last year, outstanding job for these Huskies, and now he's hit 5 of his first 6 in 1984. Jaeger to kick off. Back deep is Jamie Morris, a freshman, to let it hit. And Morris struggles out to the 10-yard line. The ball is loose, but it's been blown dead. Not a good start now on that kickoff. Michigan at their own 10-yard line. Harbaugh. Rogers, you see 39 taking the blitz. Harbaugh. Tim Nelson, the tight end, and hit immediately by Jim Rogers. 3rd and 5 for the Wolverines. Harbaugh, and that will be a first down catch. First down at the 27, and that gets Michigan out of that big hole. Harbaugh with some operating room. Gerald White. White moves the pile forward across the 30 to the 31. 3-0. The Huskies with the lead, and this is the 8th meeting between the two. Michigan Stadium, just a beautiful afternoon in Ann Arbor. Michigan starting the second quarter, the 2nd and 6. And bursting out of there was Gerald White. Made him settle for the field goal. They're keeping now 10 quarters without a touchdown scored rushing. From the 40, first down for Harbaugh. Bob Perryman out of Buzzards Bay. Gerald White, and White, the sophomore out of Titusville, Florida.
Different type of game plan for 51 Reggie Rogers.
He's 6'7", weighs 235. Diving, trying to pick up the first down. White, Perryman in the backfield. Here's White. And also here is Steve Albert, number 93.
In running both Schembechler's offense, it's all got to start up there at the Great Wall.
2nd down, 11 for the Wolverines. Harbaugh being chased, gets away from Reggie Rogers. A nifty run to the 45, to the 40. An 11-yard scamper. Gerald White, and White has it. Ball is fumbled, and Washington has recovered. Jim Rogers comes up with it. So at the 35, the drive stalls. Washington at the 11:43 mark with a 3-0 lead in the second quarter. Ron Cookie Jackson, but he's in that doghouse I was talking about earlier.
There's the first down play selection. It's been a little bit more balanced on Washington's behalf.
Rick Finney, 3rd down, 2 yards. Millen's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be short of the first down. And Cleveland will kick. End over end. Gant from the 15. Finds an opening. And Tony Gant to the 28-yard line. In fact, did Michigan go out and study that?
Precisely right.
They went out to Seattle to see how they did it. Here comes Gerald White. He's got 2 blocks, and he's to the 30-yard line. From the 30, 2nd and 8.
Well done, Gary.
I'm going to have you read that next week, all right? But we are glad to have him with us. Here's Harbaugh, again doing a good job scrambling. He has a first down. And he's hit out of bounds by Rogers, and he lost his vision as to where the field ended.
He just cannot defend against this. He clearly steps out of bounds right there, and here comes the late hit by Jim Rogers. Good call by the official.
That'll be 15 yards. It's a time for a little bit of just having good common sense. And here is White to the 35-yard line. Jamie Morris now in the backfield. The 5'7" freshman is the tailback. And here he goes. This is a brother of Joe Morris of the Giants, formerly of Syracuse. 3rd down and 6 for the Wolverines. All kinds of time. And Excellent job by Joe Kelly. Oh, is he upset? He's their fastest linebacker. Going to be now a 52-yard attempt by Bob Bergeron. The longest he kicked was 51 last year. This would be a record for him. It's good. A new Michigan record, 52 yards, and we're tied up. Del Hill and Danny Green back for Washington. It's all tied up at 3. Hill. And he's out to the 23-yard line. Jock Robinson in the backfield now as he's replaced Jackson at tailback. Here he goes, Jock Robinson. He's to the 26th. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Millen on target to Hunt. Hunt has a first down, and that has been their big play, throwing to the fullback. 9 passes in a row now have been completed by Hugh Millen. He's 9 of 10 for the game.
Had the other one dropped.
Right. That was Green in motion. Jock Robinson slithers across the 35.
It really takes that home field advantage away from the team.
Andy Moeller now has come in at linebacker, the defensive coordinator's son. Wald Hunt. And Hunt to the 42-yard line. He'll be a couple of yards short of the first down.
Let's see if they run their fullback into the flat here again on 3rd and 3.
In motion goes Hunt. Protection is there. The pass a little behind Patterson. Defending was Garland Rivers. Cleveland's facing. Kent from the 17's got a seam. 25. Tripped up. If you wonder why Gant runs so well, he was right up there. Washington's had the ball 15 minutes in this game. Michigan less than 10. They have it first down from the 29. Here's White, and this time excellent reaction, and that's Reggie Rogers. 2nd down, 12. Harbaugh, and that ball he just threw away. Nobody open. He said it's tougher to recruit today than it's ever been. 3rd down, 12. Intercepted, Joe Kelly. The ball at the 25-yard line, and Joe Kelly has put Washington in excellent position. From the 25, that's the 3rd interception Harbaugh has thrown this season. He had 2 last week. 3 all our score. Jock Robinson inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, remember Washington forced 7 turnovers last week as well.
2nd down, 4 for the Huskies. Millen to Robinson. And Robinson diving forward may have gotten the first down. Remember now, Michigan in 10 quarters hasn't given up a touchdown rushing. Robinson again. They're moving that line forward. Time left in this first half. Green, Hill, split to the top of the screen. 2nd down, 7. Robinson inside the 10 to about the 7. 3rd down and 5. Green in motion. Millen to throw. Complete. And out of bounds goes Rod Jones, and he's short.
Call Don James is going to make too.
Ooh, I think he got it, didn't he? Yes, he did. He's lined up. You see him at the wing position at the top of the screen. Let's see if they run right. Well, they didn't do anything. How about that? Straight ahead football that time. Hunt now in motion. And they cross back to Finney. He is in for the touchdown. And Jaeger is able to add the point after. 10-3.
Beautiful beautiful hole for Rick Finney, the big fullback of Washington. Those offensive line, we talked about them. You're going to see a big hole open up. It's down on the goal line. It's 3rd and 3. He just follows the block of his center, Dan Ernestine, into the end zone for 6 points.
Now North Carolina has bumped their lead up. The Crumbs club. This kick may be out of the end zone. That means the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The new rule this year is that if the kick sails out of the end zone, you start from the 30-yard line.
And boom, Jamie Morris, the quick little back, comes in.
Michigan in a hurry-up situation, and Harbaugh is sacked. Fred Small, number 5, who is at 2nd and 16. Harbaugh and Eddie Garrett would still be about 10 yards short of the first down. 6 seconds. Another give to Jamie Morris, and look at this little guy go. And that will end the first half. They're at the 41-yard line, and the crowd is not happy. 10-3, Washington leads. College football on CBS will continue after this commercial message and a word from your local station. 10-3, the Huskies. Morris is going to bring it out of there, and it might not have been a bad decision, as Bean had 1 catch in the first half. From the 15-yard line, Michigan trailing. Gerald White. White gets to about the 19-yard line. 2nd down, 7 for the Wolverines. Just underway in the second half. Harbaugh faking. Being chased by Lewis, and the catch made by Vince Bean. That was an excellent job by Bean
for Harbaugh.
But that was a big completion for Harbaugh. That must give him some confidence. Gerald White, close to the 35. South Bend paper asked for his resignation this week. Oh, nothing going on that play, and there's a penalty flag through. I'm sure he wants our help. Illegal procedure. Morris is in the backfield along with Perryman. Still haven't seen Rick Rogers, who was 6th in the Big Ten in rushing a year ago. This is Morris. He's out to the 35. They're still going to be 3 yards short. They had so many wide receivers, they found a new spot for him. 3rd down, 2. Sim Nelson. He could not get turned on the football. A little bit. Monty Robbins to punt. Did not get this one well at all. But he's going to get a roll. Denny Green tackled immediately. In motion goes Tony Roden. Jackson on the carry, maybe a yard. 2nd down, 9. Hunt. I sense Michigan's intensity a little bit better. The largest crowd Washington has played before in a regular season game. Topped only by the Rose Bowl. Hugh Millen back. Wide open is Patterson. Patterson is going to go. Touchdown, Washington.
That's unbelievable.
Bad snap, but Chandler got it down. Good job by Chris Chandler, their 3rd-string quarterback. It's 17-3.
But delivers an absolutely beautiful throw over 2 defenders. That is the most difficult throw one can make. And of course, Patterson makes a nice catch and runs to the end zone. But here's the hit. Every quarterback knows you're going to get hit after the ball. And here's the look at Jim Scarcelli as he runs right into Hugh Millen's ribs. But he knows it's a touchdown, and he's pretty happy about this.
Point, he started out, got his confidence where he could throw the long ball. They'll let this one hit, and they'll take it to the 20-yard line. From the 20, Michigan now trails 17-3. Harbaugh with protection, completion, and a real hit put on Morris. 2nd down, 5. Harbaugh to Morris again, and Morris comes out of there. He has a 1st down to the 40. 1st down at the 40. This is Gerald White. White to the 45. Michigan has their 6'8" former basketball player, Paul Jokic, in at wide receiver. Here's White again. White about a yard, maybe 2 short of the first down. On a 3rd and 2. White, he's got the first down. Michigan, most impressive offense. White has 68 yards in the game. Morris 52. First down. Harbaugh, and a little too wide for Vince Bean. 2nd and 10 for Michigan. Being chased by Small. Harbaugh's in trouble. So Small with the 2nd sack for the Huskies.
Tough to block.
3rd and 19. Being the intended receiver, but again, too tall for him. And it's 4th down. Did not catch a ball last week. Robbins, not very well kicked, but again, he's going to get the roll. Did they save it or not?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did at the 1.
Crossed the plane of the end zone and brought it back out to the 20. You can see Rodney Lyles, number 80, actually carried the ball into the end zone and knocked it back. It bounced in the end zone, so the officials moved it out to the 20-yard line.
And this crowd not happy about it, but obviously it was in the end zone. From the 20-yard line instead of the 1. Washington. Rick Finney.
Put a lot of pressure on Bernie Kosar. He dropped back in coverage, picked off 3 balls last week.
And Ted Hendricks put some pressure on you through the years, and that's who it was named after. That defense, Lyles is there. He can't get it. Who's got it? Washington.
Oh, my.
Now it's 3rd and 13. Breaking out of there, but way short of the first down is Jock Robinson. 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. He hit a low kick, and Gant will have some opportunity to return it. Out across the 45 to the 47, the ball's fumbled. And the Washington Huskies have recovered the football. 3 turnovers now against Michigan, and it's at the Michigan 49-yard line. 2 near misses from Michigan. Millen, Danny Green, Cochran with a fine play.
Hugh Millen, you can see him just oozing with confidence right now. It's coming on and on.
Trimble goes in motion. David Trimble, number 23. 2nd down, 10. Jock Robinson. Maybe got a yard. 3rd down, 9. Wide open is Finney. And that'll be another first down. Don James has masterminded quite an offense here today. That fullback play, that's the 5th time they've completed one to the fullback. Here's Jock Robinson. Good reaction that time. That's Kevin Brooks. You can see the confidence in Millen, can't you?
It's really coming on. He's looking downfield again, which in the past has been a pass.
On a 2nd and 13, you called it. And wide open is Tony Roten, the tight end who missed last week's game.
Making the right calls.
3rd down and 2 after that 11-yard completion, and that's close to the first down for Robinson. If you look at this film after this game as opposed to last week, there's no comparison. Here's Robinson. They didn't get anything on that one. 2nd and 11. Finney. Finney's one of those guys I don't think will ever fall backward. Green split out to the bottom. Millen gives to Robinson, and Lyles is there. The man they call Red, and Chris Chandler will hold. And Jaeger has hit yet another one. He's having quite a year. 6 field goals thus far. Now it's 20-3.
You say he's their passer.
He's kicked that ball beautifully, hasn't he? Away and making Morris run to the corner.
I think the weather and just the attitude on the West Coast about throwing the football, the influence of the pro leagues out there. Don Coryell, Bill Walsh.
This is Morris. And, he goes airborne that time. Harbaugh in trouble. That is the third sack of the day. From the 15-yard line. Third down now, 14. They need a completion. Nice catch. Beautiful catch that time by Steve Johnson. And that may be enough and is for the first down. And that's the end of the third quarter. 20-3, Washington with the lead. College football on CBS. We'll continue after this commercial message and a word from your local station. They've been battered up here today. At the 31, first down for Jim Harbaugh and the Wolverines. Peoples on the blitz. Check that. Rodgers. Harbaugh, I think, got on him. There's a penalty flag over there, I believe, or is that a piece of debris? Just looked like a torpedo on that play. Second down now, 20. Harbaugh giving to White. This Washington defense has been impressive.
He needs a big play by one of his offensive stars to get something going here.
Third down and 21. This may be it. Jamie Morris. And he's very close to the first down. Gained 1,000 yards a season ago. There he goes. And he's across the 45, live with a senior having raised that boy. Harbaugh. Mark Gray, the intended receiver, and it's intercepted. Jim Rodgers again, and what a game he is playing.
Face mask, a 5-yard penalty. Defense.
12:49 left in this game. 20-3. Washington with the lead. Jackson. It's tough to win here, let's face it. 2nd and 9 now for Hugh Miller. Hunt, the other battering ram. Is that superstition? Third down, 6. Jackson hit initially by Mallory, and then Lyles. Gant back. Remember, he fumbled the last return. Oh, what a kick this is by Cleveland. And Gant will go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The last time they lost at home was in 1982. That was to UCLA, 31-27. Harbaugh to Sim Nelson, and he fumbles the ball. I think it's been blown dead, but that shows you again. Here's Rick Rodgers, and he's going to have to be tough. He's going to do that very often. That's fourth quarter. Third down and 1, and diving forward for the first down. Arizona State and UCLA. Here's Harbaugh on a first down. Broken up, he caught his own pass.
Now that's offense for you.
You just get rid of the ball any way you could. That's a 4-yard completion to himself. That's Bean. He just didn't have a chance. He was hit by Rodgers. Third down, 6. There's a quarterback draw. And it's going to get a first down. Jamie Morris is back in the game. That's good to see. He was shaken up earlier, but he's back in the game. Harbaugh, a receiver fell down. Mark Gray, the intended receiver. 2nd and 10 from the 50.
Double coverage on the outside receivers.
Harbaugh with beautiful protection. Catch is made. That's Bean. That's Bean at the 30-yard line.
Catching concentrates and actually turns in and try to make a bigger play out of it.
Back to the live action. Harbaugh desperately trying to get the ball off. We had a lot of fun here this week in Ann Arbor. 2nd down, 10. That was Bean again, and 3rd and 10 for Bo Schembechler. And that is intercepted. Did he hang on? It's Rodgers. 4th down. Alford giving chase. He's back to the 50.
He's going to have some time to throw now.
He's going to run it. And he didn't get it. That's a lot of running and still not able to get the first down. Michigan's got to score 3 times now to win. They don't even have the football. At the 23. Give to Jock Robinson out to the 30-yard line.
The way Michigan manhandled Miami, you would have figured that Michigan is the favorite.
7 quarterbacks returned in the Big Ten. And preseason, some of them were picked on the All-American list. Rick Finney, big, strong fullback, close to the first down. Now on a first down from the 33. Finney in motion. And whistle stopping everything. Had really had an excellent Saturday a week ago. Purdue upset Notre Dame. Penalty makes it 1st and 15 for the Huskies. Finney straight ahead. With Finney and Hunt, I was concerned about their offensive line, but wait and see. Here is Jackson. Make that Robinson. 3rd down and 5 for Washington. 5 minutes left in this game. And again, another whistle and a flag. Delay a game. They didn't get that one off in time. Here's Robinson again, and Robinson will be way short. It'll bring up a 4th down. 23 mark. Gant back, and he hit a beauty. Gant not able to go anywhere, and I would say their coverage has improved since a week ago. You don't have to notice or have to even mention how they feel. Here's Harbaugh, and that's behind Sim Nelson, and Harbaugh really hit. I worked with Joe in basketball, and he's just as good, if not better, in football. Here's Harbaugh. And nice little lob pass. Did Bean stay in or out? Nope, he's out of bounds. Of course, some of you will see that Ohio State game from Columbus. Harbaugh in real trouble. Tony Lewis giving chase. And he spots a man at the 30-yard line. Harbaugh's going to be a tired young man. White, Garrett in the backfield. Pat and Era in the studio, and they'll keep you posted all day long on what's happening. Here's Mark Gray, and Bestie Jackson is back there defensively. There's Jamie Morris. And Harbaugh on 3rd and 9. And it's picked up. Intercepted by Milas. Ron Milas, number 12. The most improved player as a defensive back they had in the spring. And that's the 5th turnover. 3:11 left in the game. Finney. No, Pat, I'm interested in one thought.
They just have to find a way to make that offensive line come along a little bit quicker than he had hoped.
That's stopped by Mallory, and less than 2 minutes to go. Millen giving off again. Are you surprised they haven't put another quarterback in? Cleveland to punt. Going for the corner. And Michigan's going to get the football. Garrett is the fullback. Pressure being put on, and he has to get rid of it. Tried to hit Sim Nelson.
And you have to fight your way through them to have the good days.
And there will be good days for this guy. He's a good player. Here goes Harbaugh. Out to the 25. There's nothing wrong with his running ability. Illinois, they've won their first 2 games over Northwestern and Missouri. Here is Gerald White. Fred Small had him, and White spins to the 30-yard line. 3 apiece. In a moment, we'll recognize the Husky MVP. Harbaugh, Caddis. Eric Caddis, 81, the backup tight end, quarterback now. Harbaugh off to Rick Rogers. Rogers has another first down out to the 47-yard line.
Or to be able to catch up.
Back to live action, and Harbaugh hits Caddis again, the tight end. Bo says he has a thirst for the fray, so they think he's going to be tough enough to play football. Here he goes again, and he needed more than 6'8" for that one.
2nd and 10 for the Wolverines. Harbaugh, Jokic, the big 6'8" wide receiver that we talked about a little bit earlier,
That'd be a big target for Harbaugh. First down at the 15-yard line. This is Caddis. And Harbaugh hasn't. Here's Harbaugh on a 2nd and 4. And White is out at the 3-yard line. The 3, 1st and goal. This could salve some wounds if they could score here. Harbaugh on target. Bean had it for a moment and broken up, and we have a penalty flag.
He was interfered with.
On it.
He just held him.
Half the distance, that's probably about 8 inches what they got out of that. 1st and goal at the 2. Harbaugh. Oh, he hit on this play. 5 sacks for Washington. Bean, touchdown.
That means something for this young team, this young quarterback, Jim Harbaugh. You see the competitiveness of Bo Schembech. This is the play they like to put Gerald White, number 22, in motion and roll Harbaugh to the right here.
Straight up the middle they go, and they got it. That's Eddie Garrett. Slopey trying the onside kick. Touched by Washington. His 77th win, and that is the end of it. The final score, Washington 20, Michigan 11. It was the turnovers, the 5 committed by Michigan, 3 interceptions, the outstanding fierce pass rush, and the arrival of Hugh Millen at quarterback. As Pat said so very, very well, that 73-yard touchdown pass, the backbreaker to Patterson, seemed to put Hugh Millen in the position that he is the man. He will lead Washington to what they hope could be a Rose Bowl. For Pat Hayden, I'm Gary Bender. The final score here, the Washington Huskies 2-0 with a 20-11 win over Michigan.